So join me for the next 10 minutes and we're going to go into detail about what this Sterk 31 can offer you on a typical day out for your boat life. And it all starts with the design, because the perfect hull design really does change the way you can approach your weekends. If you're able to cruise at speed, in comfort, you're going to go to more places. So the ability to start the day, go to a restaurant, pick up some mates, visit a beach, go check out a swimming spot, and then go to a bar and then finish the day with an epic sunset. You can really only do that if you can go fast and cover lots of miles. Otherwise, you're going to be constrained to one geographical area. So I want you to start to expand your horizons when you're thinking about a boat and a hull like this Sterk 31. Once you can cruise at 35 knots in the ocean, you can do so much more, you can visit so many more places. And then when you combine it with a sensible interior design with toilet and real proper overnight accommodation, which we're going to have a look at in a sec, you can do more with your weekends. And that's the whole idea. So let's just focus in on the hull design first. We have a reverse bow, real stylistic. This is quite sexy, but it's also going to cut the waves. Ordinarily, if you have a bow shape like this, you have to pay attention to where the anchor will fall, because you don't want the anchor to clip here. This one has been sensibly designed to extend out. So when you release the chain, this stainless steel bow rail will extend out and clear the anchor quite nicely. Then we've got a number of design elements in the hull just here, which are going to make your ride more comfortable. First one I want to talk about just here is stylistic but practical. So this lip here will send any wash out rather than in. This one here might do, and this one here as well, a similar thing. So if you're passing through those waves at speed, it's going to send the wash out. So you've sliced through the wash, you've sent the waves to the side to keep yourself dry. And then when you're moving along at speed, who likes burning heaps of fuel? Because I don't. I like my days to be affordable. So if you have some air steps like we have just here, you're actually introducing air underneath the hull, which creates bubbles and breaks the surface tension between the boat and the water. That is a really important thing if you want to have a go fast boat. And so combining it with the dead rise, which is 22.1 degrees from memory, that allows you to land softly, run fast, and have lots of hull in the water rather than on the water. So you've got contact with the sea, giving you a soft ride, but you're breaking that surface tension with the air steps. Pay attention to the high quality through hull fittings. This is a premium boat. It's not for the mass market. This is the style of boat that you would buy possibly when you've already had a fast boat before and you want to take it to the next level. I then want to just point out a little design element underneath here. This boat's been designed to cater to twin 300 horsepower. So I want to say that again. Twin 300 horsepower is possible on this boat. So it's well over 50 knots capability should you desire. And to enable that safely and confidently, they've actually designed some strakes just here and here. If you come in close and have a look at that design there, that gives you some directional stability through turns and underway. And I have personally experienced it doing 55 knots through choppy water, getting airborne and landing confidently and straight. It's a lot of fun. Don't always do it with the family on board, but it's nice to know that you can. Now this boat here has been fitted with the twin 250s, and we have taken this boat out in some rough water with steep waves and strong wind in the last 2 days. And I'm going to cut some drone footage for you guys to get a feel for that, because it really was amazing. So coming aboard, let's go through all the features. So the Sterk 31 is the boat that's ideally suited for people who've had a boat before, because she is incredibly high performance. You could still start as a novice, but make sure you do a little bit of training and come in close and I'll explain what I'm talking about. When you have such a high horsepower capability with the twin 300s, we got the twin 250s, you can also do twin 200s, you want to make sure you've got some experience and you want to make sure you've got a really solid boat. And that's what we've got on this Sterk 31. It has been designed to do well in excess of its current top speeds. And some of the features that we're looking at here are the bucket seats, where we can really sit in and bed ourselves securely at speed. You've also got the footrests on an angle. So you have the lower footrest and the upper footrest, allows you to really push yourself into your seat and remain solid and secure at those high speeds. And then I want you to just focus your eyes on the dash here. By setting the throttle slightly back of the wheel, having the adjustable wheel, and then the joystick control on the port side, it allows you to dedicate hands for jobs. So your throttle hand is going to be the most important one on this particular boat, considering the speeds and capability. Your steering hand can then alternate between joystick and steering wheel, and the design of the boat just here allows you to have a point of contact when you're in rough water. So you can have your hand on the throttles and a point of contact with the boat, which gives you a better driving ability. The design of the dash doesn't have any reflection back in your face, so you can be driving into the sun or on a sunny day, and this darker materials forward are not going to inhibit your visibility. And we have a super unique screen which actually features all the operational functions of the boat on the screen itself. We've got the Yamaha display to port, the boat systems, the autopilot, the anchor operation, battery switch, joystick, and we even have a cooled drink holder. That is an electrically cooled drink holder for your drinks, phone charging and phone holder, and then phone storage up on the port side. If we look in closer on either side of each seat, we have a little storage area for your wallets and phones, which have already been charged. We've got the Fusion speakers, and above us, we've got this super solid T-top. She's a solid fiberglass T-top supported by this stainless steel supports, and it really is well built. It's overbuilt because it needs to be. Once again, the styling is pretty cool. The protection from rain is adequate, and the sun protection is excellent because the sunshade or the T-top finishes aft, well aft of the aft seat, so people can be sitting here underway and be protected throughout their day. But it's not all about day boating. This style will give you the option for some overnighting. So come on back and let's actually check out underneath what looks like just the one sunshade, and it is huge. This is me at 5'7" on the sunshade. So just everybody, if they choose to, could come and hang out here of an afternoon. But it's actually a cabin, and a really good one. So underneath here, we've got sleeping for 2, but it would actually be adequate for 3. And as you can see, you've actually got the bed head on the starboard side with some reading lights, charging points, and then more than enough space for very, very tall people. Then once that cabin is closed up again, you have this transom area which is designed to be walked around. So we have a flat floor, and it's a low maintenance floor, as you can see, and we have large swim platforms on either side of the motors. On the port side is our swim ladder, and it's a luxury ladder because we have these grab handles just here. So if you've got dodgy legs, you can pull yourself up quite easily. So I'll make my way up the side, and I'll point out some of the features as we go. On both port and starboard at the aft ends, we have pop-up cleats. We have rod holders, which are actually going to double for the sunshade as well. And then we have the swim shower on the port side. The decks are self-draining. So you see these drains just here, they go out through some scuppers underneath the swim platform. You've got the fuel filters easily accessible on the port side, and you've got storage in the same position on starboard, which is good, maybe even for some boat keys. Shore power as well on the starboard side, and drink holders just forward of the sun lounge, which is a good place for people on this back seat as well. We've got some more supports for rod holders or sunshades. It's got a whole boat sunshade that can be erected, and you can see the poles, which are carbon fibre, store just in here. Before we get there, that's the manual bilge pump. There's electric as well. And on the opposite side on starboard is our batteries on and off. So we have house, and then we have crank and crank. Petrol tank is filled up from the port side midships, and the petrol tank location is in the middle of the boat. That's for good weight and balance. Having it in the middle, which is the heaviest item on the boat, and keeping that weight forward balances it out in terms of the center of gravity. And the batteries are aft underneath that sleeping cabin bed. So come into the bow, and this is where a design of a boat like this gives you options. We have the sun lounge at the back. We've got the Go Fast race seats in the middle, and then we have this very usable lounge up here in the bow because it's multifunctional. We've got a table which pops up in the middle and stores downstairs when not in use. That will also drop down and turn this into one big bed, but just pay attention to the amount of space we have here. Given the fact that it's a full U-shaped lounge, everybody can come up here and eat a meal under the shade if you choose, or turn it into another sun lounge. So it's giving you a lot of options. Underneath each seat is a decent amount of storage, so great for safety gear. And then we've got sensible access into the bow thruster area, or technical access underneath my feet. All the way up the front, from the front to the back of the boat, we have this grab handle, and it has been designed to be nice and flush and essentially good looking. Keeps it out of the way, but it's functional as well. So anyone from anywhere or any point on the boat has got something to grab onto. The T-top, if you choose to take it, is also good for that as well. Right up on the front of the boat, we've got the anchor locker, so that will give you access to the all chain, and then we've got navigation lights on port and starboard, more rod holders which are also facility for putting in the sunshade, and pop-up cleats and drink holders just there. And then the toilet, which is an essential if you're going to be going out overnight. It really is a great space in here, and you've got 2 opening windows, toilet with holding tank, and then you've got a vanity area and some storage as well. So the Sterk 31, guys, built in Germany, a premium boat, a high-speed boat, and an ultra-capable boat. I want you to think about expanding your horizons and how this boat can do that for you, because she really is the next evolution in the adventure boat market and the adventure boat category. She's highly capable, she's incredibly well built, and she's just a lot of fun. So if you're looking for something that will do more than what your past or your previous boat could, have a look at this Sterk 31.